Emma had just caught her fiance, Nathan, cheating with her biggest rival the night before their wedding.
This whole forbidden affair really revs me up. It's her last night as a bachelor. I can't stand the thought of you being...
As if that wasn't bad enough, a positive pregnancy test that didn't belong to her was lying in Nathan's trash can. Emma was devastated. Despite his infidelity, Emma planned to go through with the marriage, then divorce Nathan for half of his fortune as payback.
Please leave a message at the tone.
Voicemail again? God, who's late to their own wedding day?
But Emma never cared about money. She loved Nathan, and secretly hoped that things could still work between them.
Finally, Nathan, where the hell have you been?
Emma, listen. Something's come up. Amber is sick.
Amber? Who cares? How is that your problem?
You know she's my agency's top model and she's supposed to pose for the Bellam jewelry show today.
Today is our wedding day, you slimy piece...
Bellam is an important client. I can't afford to disappoint them. Besides, Amber is your friend. I thought you'd have a little compassion, Emma.
Compassion?
Look, I can't talk right now. We'll reschedule the wedding. Goodbye.
Nathan... Oh, he hung up on me? Good!
What was supposed to be the happiest day of her life had become a total nightmare.
No, Dad, I have no idea why she left. Maybe one of your ridiculous contracts scared her off.
I want you to take responsibility. You're supposed to be the CEO soon. Don't you care about the company? Appearances matter, Eric. The board won't accept a bachelor as their CEO.
Fine. Find me a suitable bride, and I will sign the
I
paperwork.
had a suitable bride. You scared her off. Find yourself a wife in the next 24 hours, or our company goes down the drain. And put the damn bow tie back on.
Interesting. Hot, eligible bachelor looking for a wife.
I added a few names, sir.
I don't have a choice, so just get somebody here as quickly as you can, okay?
Right away, Mr. Rapp.
Thank you.
A wild idea struck Emma like a bolt of lightning. This was how she would get revenge on her cheating fiancé.
Hi. My name is Emma Miller.
That was fast. Eric Roberts.
Hi. I heard you're in need of a bride, so here I am.
Walk with me. I don't remember seeing you on my list of potential brides.
Oh, yeah, I was a late addition. You must have just not noticed me.
I doubt that. It would be impossible not to notice you.
Listen, Mr. Roberts,
Eric, please.
Eric. I'm sort of trying to get revenge on my cheating ex-fiance by marrying you, so you'd be doing me a favor with this wedding.
That's good. Because you'd be doing me a favor as well. So, what do you say?
Oh, wow.
Emma Miller, will you marry me out of the sheer convenience for us both?
Okay, let's do this.
Let's go.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
As their lips touched, Emma's mind went blank. She had never been kissed like this. For a moment, she forgot all about Nathan.
Next.
And the fact that Amber was now pregnant with his child.
Oh my god, that was...
Fun? Exhilarating?
I was gonna say crazy, but god, yeah, it is exhilarating being married to a complete stranger.
About that. Now that we're married, I think there's maybe a few things you should know about me.
Don't tell me you are a masked vigilante by night.
Nothing that heroic, I'm afraid. I'm somewhat of a public figure. My family's company has generated a considerable amount of wealth.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
As a wise man once said, more money, more problems.
Mr. Roberts, is it true that you tied the knot?
Does this mean you're the CEO of Kaleidoscope Entertainment? Kaleidoscope? How rich are you?
You know what? You should take that. When you're done, why don't you meet me at this hotel?
Liz, over here.
Right here. What do you want?
Don't hang up. Where have you been? I tried calling.
I was busy. It is my wedding day.
Listen, I need your help. Amber is too sick to model for the Bellam show. I need you to step in for her.
Oh, now you need me. Well, gee, I wouldn't want to take such a big opportunity away from precious Amber.
Baby, I know I messed up. You have every right to be upset.
Yeah, gee, you think?
You're the only available model who could possibly get here in time. This show is for the Bellam Crown Bracelet, the prize of the collection. This could make or break a career, understand? This is your time to shine, Emma.
You're right. It is my time to shine. All right, I will be there as soon as I can, and when I get there,
You and I are gonna have a little chat.
Where to, Mr. Roberts? Back to the manor?
Not yet. I want you to pull up everything you can find about my new wife, Emma Miller. Let's see where she's headed. Follow that car.
As Emma arrived backstage at the Bellam fashion show, she couldn't help but feel a glimmer of hope until she saw Nathan.
What took you so long?
Are you kidding me? You just left me at the altar.
You're a mess. You're not even wearing shoes. Can we get our camera ready, please? Yeah, do what you can.
Nathan,
Go! Okay, here is the centerpiece.
The crown.
what's wrong?
It's too big. It was fitted for Amber, not you.
My God, we're
We don't have time to
I
resize.
got it. I will make it work.
Here, put this on.
What's this?
What does it look like? It's a mask. For your face. Don't look at me like that. Bellam insisted. They want to highlight the bracelet. Maintain a certain mystique.
Oh, I get it. It's like a mystery. Like when you don't know the sex of your unborn baby.
Baby, I don't know. Just put the mask on, all right?
Sure, Nathan. Whatever Bellam wants.
Curtain in 5.
Thank you, 5.
Hey, girly.
How's my favorite client? And yes, I tell all my clients they're my favorite.
But with you, I mean it.
I'm at the Bellam fashion show. Nathan wants me to fill in for Amber.
That's great. This could be your big break.
Not great. Amber is pregnant with Nathan's child and is out with morning sickness.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. No. Also, I got married this morning to someone that I just met.
Girl, I have to ask, are you having a psychotic episode or something?
Maybe. Okay, listen, Nathan wants me to wear this ridiculous mask. He says that the client wants it, but I know it's because he just doesn't want me in the spotlight.
That. As your friend and manager, I won't let him get away with it.
Don't worry. I have a plan. But I'm gonna need your help.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this year's annual Bellam Jewelry Show.
Finally, it was Emma's moment to shine.
Julius, Bellam's founder himself. I hope everything's to your liking, sir.
Nathan, why is Amber wearing that god-awful mask?
Oh, we thought it would add like this nice.
Oh, see, I don't pay you to think. This better go good, Nathan, or your head is gonna roll.
Bellam is thrilled to present the star of our spring collection, The crown bracelet. Sorry, folks. I'm not sure what's going on. Our model Amber was supposed to be wearing the...
Nathan, where is my bracelet?
This stunning piece was designed by our founder, Julius Duran, for his beloved daughter and worn in an unconventional yet memorable style.
But then, something caught Emma's eye. A face in the crowd, but not just any face. Then, disaster struck.
I knew it. You're an imposter. Somebody get this imposter off my stage. She broke the crown bracelet.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Who the hell do you think you are?
That's Emma Miller. She used to be a hot model until her career tanked a few years back.
Let me rephrase. What is she doing on my stage? Where is the girl that I hired?
Amber fell ill at the last minute. Emma must have snuck in wearing the mask. Why, I wouldn't be surprised if she poisoned Amber to steal the spotlight.
Oh, you begged me to take over, you lying...
Enough! I should have you arrested. You are ruined. Your career is over.
Well, the career, it's ending today. It's yours, Julius. Unless you change your tone and back away from Miss Miller. Now.
Mr. Roberts, my apologies, sir.
Clearly, your manners aren't as polished as your tacky jewelry. If you would be so kind as to come with me.
I'm sorry, Eric, was it?
You can call me Mr. Roberts. Kaleidoscope Entertainment, CEO.
Show some respect, nitwit. This is Kaleidoscope. They could buy Global 20 times over.
Miss Miller, be so kind as to join me.
Wait a minute. Hey, baby, Emma!
Hey! Do you know this guy?
What? Are you jealous?
I've long been a fan of Miss Miller's career. I'd like to see her succeed. Unlike some people. Let's go.
You will be hearing from my lawyers.
You just swooped in there and snapped your fingers. Thank you.
Hey, what are husbands for?
Oh my god. You're my husband. And I'm your wife.
I ruined the Bellum fashion show. The media's gonna have a field day. Nathan is gonna destroy me.
They will do nothing of the sort. I meant what I said in there. I really want to see your career flourish.
Are you real? Were you made in some kind of like perfect man lab?
Trust me, I'm far from perfect. We all have our secrets. Oh, that's all right.
Emma suddenly realized that her fairy tale wedding might be over unless she acted.
Eric, there's something that you should know about me.
Emma Miller. Grew up in Ohio. Promising modeling career until 2 years ago when your idiot fiance made a bad business decision. Bachelor's degree, donates to charity, even though you're broke. And you have a cat named Daisy.
Okay, how did you know?
I had my assistant run a thorough background check on you. You were not one of the women from the pre-approved list.
I'm really sorry. You were there and you needed a wife and I was devastated.
Emma, it's okay. I knew right away. And I'm glad.
You are?
I could never end up with somebody that my father approves of. Some stuffy aristocrat with no personality, poor manners, and even worse breath. But Emma, you are a gift.
Sorry, it's my manager.
It's fine. You can take it.
How bad is it?
This just in. Belle-Am's show spiraled out of control when former model Emma Miller went full stolen identity and replaced Amber Lee, Global Entertainment's top model. Although, she did end up breaking a priceless bracelet. Whoops. She also absolutely served. She is in her queen era, and we are here for it.
Are you seeing this?
Not now, babe. You need to think.
Emma is blowing up. The media is taking her side. That was supposed to be my moment.
Uh-huh.
This is humiliating me. Us. She probably broke that bracelet on purpose. We can't let her get away with this.
What do you want me to do?
That night, Eric brought Emma to the honeymoon suite of the most lavish hotel in the city.
This room is incredible. It's bigger than my last apartment.
Well, I hope you don't mind the honeymoon suite. My father has people watching my every move, so I need to make the marriage look legit.
So you can be the CEO of Kaleidoscope?
That's right. It is all my father talks about. You know, frankly, I don't have any interest in the family business.
Okay, well, I say if you don't love it, then don't do it.
Is that right? Weren't you the one that was about to marry their cheating fiance before I showed up? I'm sorry, that came out wrong.
No, you're right. I love Nathan despite the way he treated me, and in return, oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
No. You are not an idiot. You're incredible. You're gorgeous, brave, maybe a little impulsive. He is a fool for letting you go. I would never let something like that happen. I'm gonna go take a shower. A very cold shower.
Wait, just wait a second.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
No, this is great. I mean, this is crazy hot and you're perfect. It's just...
It's okay, you can tell me. Is it my breath?
No. I've never...
This would be your first time. Oh, wow. You're a famous model. You have a fiance. I just assumed that...
Nathan's the only man I've ever been in a serious relationship with. And he was the one who said that he always wanted to wait till marriage, and I always thought it was a religious thing, but turns out he wasn't waiting. He just didn't want to be with me.
That guy is an idiot. And you have nothing that you need to worry.
I want to. I mean, believe me, I do. It's just that all this is happening so fast. I mean, God, I don't even know your middle name.
It's okay. I am in no rush. We have all the time in the world.
Thank you.
It's Tucker, by the way.
Eric Tucker Roberts.
I know. It's a family name.
Emma and Eric spent the whole night talking, kissing, and getting closer. The whole thing felt like a dream.
Eric?
Sorry, I didn't want to wake you, but I thought that you might be hungry. Oh, I have your espresso. Here.
It's Nathan.
Surprised it took him this long.
Should I answer?
I've got a few words for that guy.
Okay, thanks, but I can't have you fighting all my battles for me.
Suit yourself.
What do you want?
Emma! So good to hear your voice, babe.
Wish I could say the same.
Where the hell are you? You disappeared after the whole Belam fiasco.
You mean after you threw me under the bus and tried to ruin my career?
Listen, babe. I
know that now.
Everything's a mess. I'm sorry. I just want a chance to make things right.
Please, Emma. I have to see you. You're still my fiance after all.
Yeah, about that.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that we should discuss some things.
I mean, okay. Let's meet up and talk.
Can we go out to a nice dinner? Just like old times. What do you say?
Fine, I'll see you tonight.
Thank you for coming. I hope you're hungry. Chef has been cooking up a storm.
You hired a private chef.
Best in the city. He comes highly recommended. Only the best for you, my love. I'm having the chef prepare your favorite, don't you worry. May I?
So where's Amber? I thought she'd be staying here.
They are keeping her overnight in the hospital for observation.
Really? Gosh, I hope she pulls through. What's her diagnosis?
I think she has a growth of some kind.
Yeah, definitely some kind of growth. You know, I have a feeling that she'll get better in 9 months.
Listen, babe. Sorry I pushed the wedding. I got so caught up in work, I lost sight of what's important.
Really?
Amber got in my head, but you're my priority. Your steak, sir.
Steak?
Sure. Your favorite.
5 years, Nathan. We were together for 5 years.
And?
I'm a vegetarian.
Are you sure?
And for the lovely lady, spaghetti pomodoro.
That's not right. She ordered a steak.
No, this is my favorite meal. How did you know?
Courtesy of Mr. Roberts. He'd like to pay for tonight's dinner and sends his congratulations on your wedding.
Guess that's the least he could do. Well, it was a little early. I'm not even married yet.
He's talking about our wedding.
Hmm?
It was a mistake coming here.
Emma, wait! My life is a wreck. Global entertainment is going up in flames.
How is that my problem? You dug your own grave.
Please! I need you to put out a statement saying the whole Belam thing was your idea. That you broke the bracelet to get attention.
Absolutely not. God, I am so sick of taking the blame for your mistakes. You have manipulated me enough. Goodbye, Nathan.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that. No. I'm going to have to call you back. Here.
Oh, God, what is that?
Irish coffee. Without the coffee. What happened?
Nathan. Just when I thought that he couldn't sink any lower?
I never liked that guy. So what's the plan?
Well, Nathan wants me to put out a statement about what really happened at the Belam show, so that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Stop the presses. We have just received a jaw-dropping statement from Emma Miller's manager claiming that Global Entertainment forced Emma to stand in for Amber Lee on numerous occasions. Then, digitally editing the pictures to make it look like Amber did all the work. Shameless!
Emma, you are a clever woman.
They also claim that Nathan Davis of Global Entertainment has been having an affair with Amber, cheating on his fiancée Emma.
Babe, calm down.
Useless. I've had it, Nathan.
What else do you... I tried to convince Emma, but I can't control her. What else do you want from me?
Nothing. tired of watching you fail. It's my turn now.
That night, when Emma returned to the honeymoon suite, she was stunned to find a gorgeous array of flowers from Eric. But little did Emma know, her luck was about to run out.
Hello, Emma.
God, Amber, how did you get in here?
Oh, this little game has gone on far too long. I'm here to discuss the details of your unconditional surrender.
I already told Nathan I'm not going to take the blame for the mess that you two caused.
Yes, you are. You will go on live television to admit that you lied about everything. That you took my place and broke that bracelet on purpose, all in a desperate attempt to kickstart your failing career.
And if I refuse?
Global Enterprise will sue you and your little manager for breach of contract.
Okay, you can't do that. Lisa didn't even do anything wrong.
She didn't? Because you both worked for Global and you leaked confidential information. And if that doesn't work, then we'll go for slander. Point being,
Why? Why are you doing this to me? Isn't it enough that you took my fiance?
I guess I just like to take out the trash.
You're sick. You know, you two really deserve each other.
Oh, you're just upset that you can't keep a man happy. You're pathetic. That's why Nathan chose me to carry his child. And Eric will get bored of you within a few days and kick you to the curb too, like garbage. Well, this was fun. I will see you at the press conference.
That night, Emma went to her friend Lisa for comfort, too embarrassed and heartbroken to see Eric.
You know I'll stand by you no matter what. You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. I can't have them ruin your career, too.
Eric again?
He wants to know where I went.
Why don't you just talk to him? I'm sure he can help.
I can't let him see me like this. God. I was right. I'm pathetic. And I can't keep expecting him to fight all my battles for me.
You know what? You look a mess. Why don't you go get cleaned up and I will make you a drink? Hey, listen, we don't know each other, but we both care about Emma, and well, she needs you.
You have money for this week.
I know. You showed up. Ha! Ooh. Oh, how the mighty tables have crumbled.
What does that even mean?
It means you were... No, I'm the one.
Don't hurt yourself, darling.
Well, go ahead, gloat.
You know I would, but I'm feeling a little tired. Being pregnant can be such hard work. Not that you would know.
Okay, so how are we gonna do this?
I'm gonna need you to stick to the script. Word for word.
Fine. Whatever, let's do this.
Right this way, sweetie.
Emma bravely took the stage, ready to lie and publicly admit wrongdoing in order to save her friend, Lisa.
Hello. My name is Emma Miller. I'm here to admit
Stop!
Emma's heart skipped a beat when she saw her husband, Eric, in the crowd.
You don't need to do this, Emma.
Yes, you do.
It means the world to me that you're here, Eric, but this is my battle. I take full responsibility for the Bellam fiasco. It was my idea and mine alone to impersonate Amber and steal the spotlight. I'm truly sorry.
just to be clear, none of this was my Global Entertainment's fault. It was all Emma. Well, now I'll take any questions.
Right here, Miss Miller, right here, Miss Miller, right here.
How about you?
Is it true that you and billionaire playboy Eric Roberts are an item?
Next question. Stop. Next question. Stop. Does anyone have a good question?
Yeah, right.
Thank you. I'm getting reports that you and Mr. Roberts have been holed up in a honeymoon suite for days. And that this is all in response to your fiancé Nathan's infidelity. Care to comment?
Okay, no. Stop it. Stop asking questions about Emma's love life. She sabotaged me, you idiots. How are you not seeing this? She's the villain. This is about me, okay? I am the star, and Oh, watch out!
What will happen to Amber and her unborn child? Will Emma come out on top, or will Nathan continue to torture her? Can Emma and Eric find happiness?
Emma entered the hospital, escorted only by Nathan's assistant. She would have to face Amber without the support of her own team. Gary, Amber's assistant, was guarding the door. "So you're here to apologize," he said, looking her up and down with a sneer. "You'll just have to wait. Amber's resting." Emma looked Gary straight in the eyes. With a deceptively calm voice, she said, "How dare you talk to me like that?" Before he could respond, Amber called out from the room. "Is that Emma? Come in, Emma." Amber was annoyed with Gary. Right now was not the time to be rude to her. And she still had the power of her family behind her, even if they no longer paid as much attention to her as they had when she was famous. Emma held her head high and walked into the room, not sparing another glance for Gary. "Amber, how are you? Nathan told me we're going to film a live broadcast. Isn't that exciting, Emma? I'm so happy to help you show the world how sorry you are." Emma hesitated for a moment. She honestly couldn't believe how shameless Amber was. She was almost as bad as Nathan. They all knew he had asked Emma to fill in at the Bellamy show, but they were all still trying to pretend that it had been Emma's idea. "We already prepared this scene," Gary said. "In just a moment, the doctor will come in to change Amber's bandages. You'll have the opportunity to show how sorry you are by helping Amber wash her feet." "That's enough," Emma snapped. "We all know what really happened. Don't you think it's time we stop pretending you're innocent?" "Emma, what are you talking about?" "I don't understand," said Amber, opening her eyes wide. "I can't believe my ears. If it wasn't for Nathan, I wouldn't put up with this. You know all this is your doing." "Emma, it's bad enough you won't apologize to me. Do you have to be mean to me when I've done nothing wrong?" Amber really was a good actor, even managing to look hurt as she maintained her innocence. "Apologize to you? I'm never going to apologize to you. I have nothing to apologize for," Emma said. Unfortunately, she didn't realize that Gary was recording the whole scene. He immediately posted the video online with an attention-grabbing tagline. "Attention-seeking disgraced model declares, 'I'm never going to apologize to you.'" In an instant, the wave of hate rose again, ready to come crashing down on Emma. Gary kept recording as Emma left the room. This time, Emma really has gone too far. Amber summoned up tears for the camera. Not only did she refuse to apologize, she even had the nerve to say it was all my fault. And that was when the war between the models really sparked off. Global quickly released a statement apologizing to the public and implying that they intended to release Emma from their contract with her. No one would have believed that Emma's career could possibly recover from that last devastating blow. But just as it seemed that things could never get better, a collection of photos surfaced online with a caption, "No apology necessary. Emma was wronged." The photo showed Amber and Nathan embracing and kissing passionately in Amber's hospital bed, with Amber wearing a skimpy hospital gown. The text posted with the photos exposed the whole story of Amber and Nathan cheating on Emma for months and manipulating her into filling in for Amber. And just like that, the truth was out. Amber and Nathan's intimate photos spread everywhere, along with the truth that Emma had acted honorably all along. Public opinion swung back 180 again. Emma, who had given up her career for love, had never once tried to make excuses for herself. She was so noble that she'd even taken full responsibility for the Bellamy incident. The tables had turned once again, but Amber did not know it yet. She was in her hospital room in the middle of yet another interview. Just as she was saying how she actually felt sorry for Emma, the reporter's phone dinged. "Miss Lee," she said, "how do you explain these photos?" Amber's face turned pale. "What are those?" she asked. "These appear to be intimate photos of you and Nathan Davis. Do you want me to go into more detail about what you're doing in the photos?" Amber froze. A moment ago, she had everyone's sympathy. Now, everyone knew she had seduced someone else's fiancé. Her mind went blank. How could she possibly get out of this situation? "No, it's all fake. This must be part of Emma's plan. Don't film me anymore. Just get out. Go!" "Miss Lee," the reporter said, "just when I thought I'd seen everything in the entertainment industry, you've still managed to shock me. I'm going to tell you this. There is still some justice in the world. I'm never going to write another negative word about Emma Miller." Amber began trembling. As soon as the reporters left, she called Nathan. "Nathan, have you seen the photos? What should we do?" "It's just some photos. Don't panic. I'm working on a solution," he responded calmly. But inside, he wasn't calm at all. Not only was Amber's future at risk, the whole of Global was in trouble as well. And perhaps worst of all, he realized, he could lose Emma forever. "Emma must be behind all this," Amber said shrilly. "Well, maybe if you'd been nicer to her, this wouldn't have happened," Nathan answered angrily and hung up. He tried to call Emma right away, but her phone kept ringing out to voicemail. Emma was holding her phone and watching it ring. She was imagining how anxious Nathan must be, and she decided to let him stew a little longer. "Emma, I'm outside the back entrance." She hadn't let Eric's call go to voicemail. The second she heard his deep voice, all her uneasiness fled. As she got in the car, her phone continued to ring and ring, but she ignored it and threw it into the back seat. "You're not going to pick up?" Eric asked, turning his handsome face to her. "You already know the answer," Emma smirked. She planned to make Nathan look for her all night long. Eric stopped talking and focused on the road. Meanwhile, Emma focused on the birthmark on his earlobe. It made him look like he was born with an earring, giving him a slightly evil and dangerous aura. "Why are you looking at me like that?" he asked. "Is there dirt on my face?" Emma reached out for Eric's arm. "Before we go to our new home, could you come with me somewhere?" "Of course, but after that, are you interested in finishing what we started last night?" Eric's tone was casual, but Emma couldn't hide her nervousness. She wasn't sure she felt as confident as she had the previous night. Eric didn't pressure her, though. He just continued to drive and enjoy the touch of her hand on his arm. At Emma's request, they headed to a park known for its beautiful cherry blossom trees and wonderful restaurant. Emma and Nathan had met at the park frequently, or at least had often made plans to meet there. Finally answering Nathan's call, she said, "I'm heading to the cherry blossom park. Meet me under our favorite tree as soon as you can." "I'm on my way," Nathan said immediately. Even though he was having an affair with Amber, he had never intended to stop seeing Emma. Where would he find another woman who was so easy to manipulate? He appreciated her loyalty, her family background, and her easygoing nature. He would be foolish to let her go. Emma hung up and looked at Eric. "I have no love left for Nathan," she said. Without a word, he patted the seat beside him, gesturing for Emma to sit. The two of them looked out the window at the scenery below. Not long after, an anxious figure appeared beneath her favorite cherry blossom tree. Nathan had arrived. She had stood under that tree so many times, naively waiting all day for him to show up. Most of the time, she had waited in vain. She couldn't believe how badly she let him treat her. He had stood her up, toyed with her, and then betrayed her. But now, it was his turn to suffer. "Will this make you feel better?" Eric asked as the two of them continued to look at the sad figure below. "It's a start. I want him to experience everything he made me go through, the big things and the small ones." With long, powerful fingers, Eric reached for Emma's chin. Turning her face to his, he saw a woman who was delicate on the outside but had an inner core of steel. "I ordered foie gras," she said. "The waiter said it was quite good." Eric released her from his grasp and let out a surprised smile. "How did you know that I liked that?" "I have my ways," she said. Emma gestured for the waiter to start serving. "Let's eat while we chat." Nathan remained standing along under the tree while Emma and Eric enjoyed their meal and their glances. She might look unassuming, but she isn't. Place them on the sofa. He said, "Let's leave the rest for when we get home. But for now, has my kiss helped you to make some better final memories here?" Back at the park, Nathan waited for 4 hours. He had planned to stay all night if that's what it took, but then Amber called. "Nathan, where are you? I'm waiting outside your house. I need you. Why are those photos of us still all over the web? I'm going to be destroyed." Nathan rushed home. Seeing Amber standing pitifully on one foot outside his door, he couldn't help but run to her. "I won't let you be destroyed, and I won't let Global be destroyed." "Nathan, you're all I have. Don't leave me and the baby." Nathan tried his best to comfort and reassure her. That night, he ordered his staff to release a statement saying that the pictures of the two of them that had been posted earlier in the day were misleading. The truth, so the statement said, was that Amber had been standing on one foot due to her injury and had lost her balance. She had fallen into Nathan's arms, and they had landed on the bed together. After Global's PR team released their statement, Nathan paid a few social influencers to post glowing reviews of his company and of Amber. Over the next 3 days, he contacted everyone he could think of to clean up Amber's image and to cast blame on Emma. He could only hope that the public would soon forget his latest scandal and Amber would be able to return to work. His goal was to position Amber to win the Top 10 Model Award and then announce she would be leaving the country to study. She could have her child away from the prying eyes of the public. Nathan really was infatuated with Amber, so he was willing to go to great lengths to make this plan work. And once she was acknowledged as a top model, she would be very profitable for Global Entertainment. Emma's manager read through the latest Global press release with a shake of her head. She'd come over to Emma's apartment to plan their next move, but was surprised to find that Emma wasn't home. Feeling confused, she called Emma. "Where are you?" Emma had just started filling the tub at Eric's house. She laughed and said, "I haven't had the chance to tell you. I moved." "Where did you move to? Does Nathan know?" Emma turned around and looked at Eric, who had just entered the bathroom. Not realizing she was on the phone, he said in that deep voice of his, "Is it bath time yet?" On the other side of the line, Lisa heard the voice and asked in disbelief, "Who are you with? Are you safe? Is someone taking advantage of your situation?" Beginning to sound frantic, she said, "You don't need to rely on some strange man to take care of you. Tell me where you are and I'll come get you right now." Emma didn't know what to say. She put her phone on mute and said, "My manager seems to think I need help. I'd like to talk with her in person and explain what's going on." "Do you trust her completely?" Eric had already found out quite a lot about Lisa. He knew that she was passionate and loyal, but scatterbrained at times. "Of course." "Then let me send someone to pick her up and bring her here." Emma thought about it carefully and then told Lisa she would send a car for her. Lisa paced back and forth while she waited. What on earth was going on? Had Emma willingly gone off with some other man? Was it someone in the entertainment industry? Didn't she know how dangerous that was? They all wanted the same thing, one night of fun to be forgotten about the next day. Lisa was fuming by the time Luke, Eric's assistant, arrived. "Please get in the car. I'm here to take you to see Emma. If anything has happened to Emma, I will do some serious physical harm to you and your boss," she threatened. "Let's not talk about who's going to hurt who. Just get in the car." Lisa glared at Luke as she got in the car and kept glaring throughout the ride, keeping up a steady stream of threats about what would happen if even one hair on Emma's head had been harmed. But as the car approached one of the most expensive streets in Tribeca, Lisa grew silent in shock. "Just who the hell is your boss?" she said weakly. "You'll find out once you get inside," he replied in an annoyed tone. He could have a bit of a temper too. Lisa started to worry. She'd have to be very careful. Whoever lived there probably had a lot of power to go along with their money. Luke escorted Lisa out of the car and led her into the building. She remained quiet as the elevator opened up to a palatial living room where Emma was waiting on the sofa. Even without any makeup, she was stunning, as was the view of Manhattan out the window behind her. "Emma, what's going on? You don't really live here, do you?" "Lisa, there's something I need to tell you, but I don't want you to be upset." Emma motioned Lisa to sit on the sofa next to her. "Tell me, do you have a new boyfriend?" "No," Emma shook her head, holding back a smile. "I'm married." After a long pause, Lisa burst out, "What did you say? You're married? Who are you married to? What are you talking about?" Interrupting her barrage of questions, Eric came into the room. "Hello, Lisa," he said. To her surprise, he walked over to Emma, leaned over affectionately, and whispered gently into her ear. "I know," she responded. "I'll only be about a half an hour." "See you later, Lisa," he said, and headed back out of the room. Lisa froze in disbelief. "Emma, pinch me. I want to know if I'm dreaming. Are you married to Eric Roberts, the CEO of Kaleidoscope?" Yeah. "For real?" "Yes, you're not hallucinating. It's really him, my new husband," Emma said. Lisa's mood changed from distress to excitement. "Emma, this is such a great surprise. I can't believe it. I'm cured." "You're cured?" "Yes, I'm cured of my hatred for your mystery man. You totally made the right decision. If you're gonna get married to someone, it shouldn't be to that piece of trash Nathan. Ooh, when he finds out, God, that'll be so satisfying." "I'm not planning to announce my relationship with Eric just yet," Emma explained calmly and confidently. "With his help, I know my career could advance by leaps and bounds. But I don't want anyone to say that my success is due to being his wife. 3 years ago, I became a top model in New York through my own hard work. I'm confident I can do it again. If you're still willing to help me, then let's do this together. But if you want to move on, I won't pressure you. I'll even help you find another position at a better company. Of course I'll stand by your side. I want to become the manager of the next international supermodel," Lisa replied enthusiastically. "But are you planning to stay at Global Entertainment?" "What do you think?" Emma gave Lisa a look, letting her figure out the answer herself. "Nathan has used me over and over, and I plan to make him pay." Lisa burst out laughing as she leaned into Emma. "Emma, I never knew you could be so sneaky. So what's the next move? Should we release the video? No, let's secure the spokesperson deal first. To be precise, let's take what should have been mine right out of Amber's hands. Afterwards, when Amber's fans are complaining, then we'll release the video. In the meantime, can you help edit the clips from the Bellamy show and post them online? Of course, leave it to me. Lisa was impressed with the changes she was seeing in Emma. Who knew she could be this powerful? The next morning, the war between the two models was already old news, and the rumors about Nathan and Amber had been buried under Global's newest press releases. Interestingly, Emma's straightforward response to the media had an unexpected benefit. She gained a huge number of new fans, who were now searching online for her old appearances and photos. Amber and Nathan had failed to notice that Emma's popularity was on the rise. Her performance with the Crown star during the Bellamy show had been spectacular. Her new fans felt that she should get the recognition she deserved, so they shared her videos online and bombarded Bellamy with fan mail. Based on the fans' reactions, Bellamy's founder, Julius Taylor, began watching the videos of Emma's performance. He was amazed by her beauty and suddenly realized that the model he'd been so angry with was the perfect match for his jewelry. It was like they were made for each other. Now that he had the time to calm down, he realized that Emma's elegance and professionalism were infinitely better for representing the Crown star than Amber had ever been. Ironically, because Emma had admitted wrongdoing, Julius even felt he could now trust her. He called a meeting at Bellamy to discuss changing the spokesperson. After watching the videos, the group reached the only possible conclusion. Emma had to be the next spokesperson. Julius called the head of Global Entertainment. "Mr. Taylor," Nathan said as he answered the phone, "Amber has almost completely recovered from her injuries and should be able to represent your company very soon." "I'm not calling about that, Mr. Davis. Bellamy has decided to change spokespersons. We would like Emma to step in for Amber," he said. Nathan didn't know how to react. "Mr. Taylor, I don't think that's right." "We haven't signed the contract yet. If you're not willing to have Emma serve as the spokesperson, we would prefer to cancel this collaboration and work with another company." "But we have other models, ones that are more famous than Amber." "We only want Emma." Taylor had made up his mind, leaving Nathan with no choice. This deal was supposed to have cleared Amber's path to the Top 10 Model Award. Telling her she was no longer the spokesperson was going to be tricky. The news quickly spread to Lisa, who called Emma right away. Emma, you got the deal!" she yelled over the phone. "Don't get ahead of yourself, Lisa. Amber isn't going to just let this deal slip away." News of Bellamy's request to change spokespersons quickly spread throughout the entertainment industry. Eric heard the news and realized that Emma had successfully taken back her position from Amber. It would barely have registered on the radar as an impressive contract for any of his models. But he knew it was a huge deal for Emma. He called her immediately. "You did well. I'm very impressed." She laughed and responded, "Getting that compliment from you makes me happier than anything else." "I'm looking forward to seeing what you'll do next," he said. She simply responded, "So am I." But for now, she needed to return to Global and face Amber. Amber was fast asleep at Nathan's home, not yet aware of Bellamy's decision. She'd headed straight to his place from the hospital and demanded his undivided attention all night, refusing to let him call Emma. She was determined not to lose anything that was hers, and especially not to Emma, who always seemed to be waiting just around the corner. She was awoken by her assistant banging on the door. Finally, she reluctantly rolled out of the comfortable bed, pulled a dressing gown around her, and opened the door just a crack. Gary was impatient and flustered. Without speaking, he shoved the door further open with his elbow and held out his phone to show her the screen, already open to the entertainment news. Her first reaction was disbelief. "What the hell is this? Bellamy already chose me. They can't go back on it now." "Amber, this has already happened. Bellamy called Nathan and personally told him to make Emma the spokesperson, or they would find another company. Gary jabbed his finger at the phone. What did Emma do? How did she make this happen? We're going to Global to talk to Nathan in person, Amber said. She knew that if she just called him, he would say he was too busy to talk to her. Her best option was just to go down to the office and force him to deal with her face to face. Nathan was sitting in his office, feeling wrung out. Bellamy were adamant about signing Emma instead of Amber, and he couldn't lose the deal, but he knew how upset Amber would be. While he was still trying to figure out what he could say to Amber, she showed up at his office in the wheelchair the hospital had provided for her recovery. Nathan, what's going on? How could my deal be going to Emma instead? He bent down awkwardly to hug her. Amber, it's beyond my control, but I promise I'll help you secure an even better deal. She angrily pushed him away. I don't want another deal. You know as well as I do that Julius Taylor's sister is on the judging panel for the Top 10 Model Awards. This deal was really important to me. How could you just hand it over to Emma? She's already stolen you from me. Isn't that enough? Why is she trying to take everything from me like this? If I lose this deal, I'm not going through with your plan to leave the country to have our child, and I won't stay at Global either. Don't say that, Amber. We need to stick with what we've planned. You know I'm on your side. Why does she need this deal anyway? As far as she knows, she's about to marry you. I bet you could get her to change your mind if you really tried. Emma's given in to pressure easily enough in the past. Maybe I could convince her to give up the deal with Bellamy, Nathan thought. I'll speak to her. Don't cry, honey. It'll all be okay. Amber reached out for Nathan, sobbing. Just then, Emma knocked on the door. Amber immediately stopped crying and pulled away from Nathan with a fierce, bitter expression on her face. Emma, where were you? Don't you know I was looking for you all night? He asked. Emma glanced at him and then at Amber as Nathan continued. It was all just a misunderstanding between Amber and me, and I've already released a statement to clear it up. You don't need to make such a fuss. Emma knew very well what he meant by looking for her all night. He had obviously searched so hard, he'd ended up searching in his bed with Amber. Otherwise, he would have noticed that she was no longer living at her old place. Calmly, she met his eyes and said, Well, it's too bad that the problem between me and Amber isn't just a misunderstanding. I've helped out covering for her so many times in the past few years, but she turned around and stabbed me in the back the first chance she got. Do you both really think I'm that easy to push around? Amber was worried and stressed with all the media attention. She did the only thing she thought she could. Emma raised her eyebrows skeptically, but Nathan didn't notice and carried on. Look, that's not the issue right now. That incident is all over. It's water under the bridge. Please, let's forget about it. I have something else I want to talk to you about. I want you to turn down the spokesperson deal with Bellamy. Getting that deal is very important to Amber. You've already stepped away from the spotlight, so you don't need this kind of exposure. He spoke straightforwardly, as if it was already a done deal that Emma would agree. That contract was always meant to be mine, Amber added. Bellamy only suggested you because of my injuries, but as you can see, I'm almost recovered. And besides, you haven't done a show for so long, you probably can't even walk a runway anymore. You don't want to look like some stand-in, do you? That's a bit ironic, you asking that question of me, don't you think? Emma responded coldly. Emma, what's gotten into you? Nathan snapped. If you love me, you won't take this deal. Global needs Amber to win the Top 10 model competition as a reputation boost. And the best way for her to win is by signing this deal with Bellamy. Amber laughed to herself. She was confident Emma would do anything for Nathan, even if it meant giving up such a lucrative deal. Nathan, quick, give Bellamy a call, she said. Let them know Emma's too busy planning her wedding and can't take on any new jobs. Nathan nodded, reaching for the phone. But just as he picked it up, Emma stopped him. You're too late. I've already accepted the offer. Emma! Nathan exclaimed in shock. She had never pushed back against any of his decisions before. I spoke to Mr. Taylor this morning, she continued. We're both really looking forward to working together. Emma, I'm the president of Global Entertainment. I make the decisions, not you. Nathan was furious. Why are you insisting on taking Amber's deal? You think this was my idea? Bellamy asked for me and said they would take their business elsewhere unless I stepped up. I took the deal for your sake, so Global wouldn't be left with nothing. You know, I hadn't believed the rumors about you and Amber. But if you'd rather take a loss like that than have me be the spokesperson, then maybe the two of you do have something going on after all. Of course not, he denied hastily. I can't believe you'd say such a thing. It's just that since we're going to get married and start a family soon, I figured you'd rather not take on any extra professional responsibilities. But Emma wasn't done. Oh, so would you like to try explaining that to Julius Taylor? And what do you mean by saying that I took the deal from Amber? As far as I can tell, she's done all the taking. She's been doing it for years. Amber was getting angry now as well, resenting the accusations and the suggestions that she hadn't earned her own success. Emma, you're the one who stepped out of the limelight. I didn't take anything from you. What did you think was going to happen to your work? That we'd just let it go to another company? Fine, Emma said. You're right. If you can persuade Mr. Taylor to change his mind, I'll step down. Could Emma really be giving in? Nathan was now stuck in a difficult position. Emma was obviously still angry, or else she wouldn't have had the nerve to defy him like she never had before. And he'd promised Amber that Emma would give her back the deal. But ultimately, it was clear that Bellamy would take their contract somewhere else if they didn't get Emma. In the end, he had to protect the bottom line. Enough. Since Bellamy has requested Emma and Emma has already agreed, we're going with her. But Nathan, Amber whined. I made my decision, he snapped. It's time for both of you to accept it and leave. Emma, ask Lisa to come in when you go. It was clear that, even though he was left with no choice, he resented being pushed into the decision. Emma had a pretty good idea what Nathan was thinking, but if he expected her to feel bad about hurting his feelings, he was dreaming. Amber followed Emma out of the office, her anger continuing to boil up inside her. But she comforted herself that, even if Emma appeared to be making a comeback right now, she wasn't that popular yet. Amber planned to do everything she could to crush her. As soon as she saw her assistant Gary, who was waiting in the lobby, she said, I want you to take a few photos of me working hard to recover and post them online. Let's stir up my fans' sympathy and get them to complain that Emma has stolen my deal. If I can't have it, I'm not going to let her take it. Don't you worry, Gary said. I know exactly what to do. Emma found Lisa waiting in her office and said, Nathan wants to talk to you. Don't be too nervous. Nervous? Are you kidding me? Who do you think I am? Lisa rolled her eyes. It's not my first day on the job, you know. If he thinks I'm just some pushover he can tear down, he's in for a shock. She headed into Nathan's office, a fierce expression on her face. She was not going to hold back. Nathan thrust a pile of papers in front of Lisa. I'm terminating your agreement with Global. You need to leave the premises, and you should make preparations to compensate us for breach of contract. Leave? Lisa laughed. Nathan, you must have a bad memory. When I first signed my contract, my salary was clearly stated alongside Emma's appearance fees. With all the work you've let Amber steal from her, I haven't once gotten paid as much as my contract stipulates. And the posts I made were all in Emma's best interests, ultimately benefiting the company. I did nothing wrong. If anyone should be worrying about breach of contract, it's you. You. Nathan couldn't believe his ears. If you aren't afraid of making Global's situation worse, we can always take this to court. I'm fine with that. But you might want to think about the rest of the industry losing trust in your brand. She paused to let her words sink in. Look, Nathan, I obviously won't be staying, but I don't want to leave on bad terms. Let's make this as painless as possible. What do you want? He muttered through gritted teeth. I'll agree to leave Global without a fuss, and you'll let all of this drop. You won't come after me for any kind of compensation, and from now on, we don't owe each other anything. He glared at her angrily, but recognized that this was the only option he had left. Fine, just leave. I don't want to see you again. Nathan, let me give you a warning. There is no wall thick enough to block out what you've got coming to you. You'll be paying for the way you treated Emma for a very long time. Nathan glared at her as she walked out of the door with the now worthless paperwork he'd based his whole plan on. He grabbed his desk and flipped it over, scattering the contents all over the floor. Instead of leaving the building, Lisa went back to Emma's office, where the two of them celebrated the success of this part of the plan and set to work plotting their next steps. When Nathan left his office to take a break, they ran straight into each other. "Why are you still here?" he asked. Emma froze for a moment. Then she replied, "I just hired Lisa." "Emma, what are you talking about? It's Global's call who will be managing you, not yours." She was driving him crazy. "Oh, I didn't hire Lisa to be my manager. I hired her to be my assistant. It's in my contract that I can hire my own assistant, isn't it?" Emma smiled sweetly. "Lisa has looked after me so well for so long. She's the only person I trust to understand what I need to do a good job." Nathan pulled her aside, out of Lisa's earshot. "Emma, what's wrong with you? Are you doing this just to spite me?" "Not everything is about you, Nathan. But for your information, Lisa is a lot more thoughtful than you and has never accused me of stealing anything from anybody." He looked at her coldly. "Emma, you've always supported my career before. I don't understand what's going on." "I told you, that whole mess with the Crown Star was the last time I'll ever take the blame for you or Amber." She remained calm, her voice steady and firm, her eyes completely emotionless. Nathan took a deep breath. "If you're really going to be this childish, maybe we should call off our wedding," he hissed. He was sure that this tactic would make Emma apologize and regret ever trying to go up against him. She remained silent for a few moments, allowing him to believe that his threat was sinking in and she would cave. He could never have anticipated the response she was about to give. "You don't want to get married anymore? Okay, we won't," Emma said with a pleasant smile. "Let's wait until you're not busy. We can talk more later." Nathan was in shock. He reached out and grabbed Emma's shoulder. "Don't you love me anymore?" "What about you? Do you love me?" Emma carefully slipped out of his grasp, mindful of her promise to Eric not to get too close to another man. Nathan was stunned into silence. He opened his mouth, but nothing came out. The truth was he had never had any real feelings for Emma, but he wasn't ready to give up his hold over her just yet. "How can you even question my love?" he finally said. "Of course I want to marry you. I just wish you would think a little about all the stress I'm under. It hasn't been easy trying to get Amber into the running for the top 10 model awards. It's frustrating that you can't be more understanding." Emma slowly distanced herself from him, remaining composed. "Well, if we're going to get married, you'll have to get used to me. This is who I am from now on." She left him standing there alone as she left the building. Nathan stood still for a while, trying to figure things out. He couldn't understand why Emma's attitude had changed so much. But after some thought, he decided she was just jealous of Amber. He didn't have the energy to chase after her and try and talk things out. After she cools down, she'll get over it, he thought. Besides, he needed to spend some time smoothing things over with Amber, who was still very upset. Emma put Nathan straight out of her mind and decided to hurry home to see Eric. The very thought of seeing him made her heart speed up in excitement. "Emma, I'll take you home first so you can recharge," said Lisa. "Tomorrow we're signing the Bellamy contract and then straight off for an out-of-town commercial shoot." "Lisa, would you be up for canceling the lease on your apartment and moving into my old home, rent-free? You can go ahead and change the locks. If Nathan asks, you could just say that you've moved in to work more closely with me, and he can't have a key anymore. Tomorrow I'll sign a new contract with you." "That works for me. It'll save me some money if nothing else." After a pause, Lisa looked at Emma with a smirk. "The mighty president of Kaleidoscope. How are things going there?" "Don't be so nosy," Emma replied, refusing to meet her friend's eyes. When Emma got to Eric's place, he wasn't back yet. She made her way into the kitchen and found his personal chef preparing dinner. "Please, let me help," she said. "There's no need. I wouldn't want to trouble you," the chef, an amicable middle-aged woman, answered. "How about this instead?" Emma suggested. "Please, let me give you the rest of the day off, and I'll cook dinner for Eric tonight." After some persuasion, Emma ushered the chef out of the kitchen and started her own cooking. Eric didn't get home until late at night. Not seeing Emma at first, he followed his nose to the kitchen. He was surprised to see her standing at the stove wearing an apron. After a moment admiring her long, slender legs, he quietly approached her. "Eric, careful, I'm cooking. Don't you want to eat?" "Mr. Eric Roberts, CEO of Kaleidoscope, can cook?" Emma asked, raising her eyebrows. "You know, this one time is okay," he said softly. "But from now on, no more cooking for you. You shouldn't have to put in all this work, and it would be a tragedy if you scalded yourself." "I'm quite capable of taking care of myself in the kitchen," she said playfully, touched by his concern. They continued preparing their dinner together. It turned out that Eric was actually quite an accomplished cook. When the meal was ready, they took a moment to admire the gorgeous spread they'd put together. It felt special, like something not just any couple could do in such perfect sync. As they sat down to enjoy their meal together, Emma said, "Tomorrow, I'm headed to Seattle for a commercial shoot. I'm not sure how long the trip will be, but I definitely won't be home tomorrow night." "Are you signing the contract with Bellamy tomorrow? Will you be leaving right after that?" "Yes, Bellamy wants to launch their new product as soon as possible," she said. "Eric, I'll need some time, but I know that I can rise to a position that you'll be proud of." "I'm already proud of you, but I have no doubts that you can reach the most dizzying heights of the industry," he responded, placing a morsel of food on Emma's plate. Not only was he looking forward to seeing her advance, he was also gleefully anticipating just how miserable Nathan and Amber would be.
Emma and Eric, their lives now intertwined, embark on a new chapter. Emma's career takes flight, fueled by ambition and a newfound confidence. But as she ascends the corporate ladder, can she truly leave the past behind? Will Nathan ever truly accept Emma's independence? And what unforeseen challenges await this dynamic duo as they navigate the complexities of love, ambition, and the ever-shifting sands of the entertainment industry? Will Emma's career flourish, or will the pressures of success strain her relationship with Eric? How will Nathan react to Emma's growing success and her blossoming relationship with Eric?
Hey, I'm Emma. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Billionaire's Accidental Bride.